The Doctor and Belinda arrive in the 30th century at the start of the Interstellar Song Contest, and to be frank, I'm not sure what to say about it.
Well, I thought this was going to be another Dr. Light episode.
Because the Doctor got sucked into space and frozen into an icicle?
Exactly.
You know that sort of thing would never stop the Doctor. Well, it might slow him down a little, but it would never stop him. But no, the issue I had wasn't with the story itself, which was fine, if much too convenient.
Yeah, the Doctor needs a nurse. Ah, here's one. A technical expert. Ah, there he is. A computer expert. Say no more. I mean, I know many stories rely on luck and happenstance, but if there was a prize for such events, this episode would get 12 points.
And the reason for what was happening, that terrorist threat, was important. How a people were vilified because a corporation wanted to profit off of their natural resource. This is an age-old story that really does need to be heard over and over again, as it's endlessly relevant.
True, but come on. It wasn't satisfactorily resolved here. Okay, take the excellent Oxygen Capaldi episode. The concept is the same. A corporation uses and discards people for profit. But the resolution, although somewhat open-ended, was satisfying. Here, everything is left in suspense, and the corporation's horrendous acts aren't even exposed.
At least it wasn't Kerblam.
Ah, don't remind me of that atrocious episode. Imagine making a story where the mega corporation is the harmless victim and thinking that's a good idea.
I think the reason I'm so uncertain here is because this story is really nothing but a setup for the two-part finale, and setups are never satisfying on their own until you've seen the resolution.
After last season, I'm a little wary of RTD making good on all his promises.
And there's a lot of setups. For one thing, Susan will be back.
His granddaughter, after he unceremoniously abandoned her centuries ago, as far as he's concerned.
There were so many hints last season that it's good that we'll see a resolution to this, and what's cool is that the actor who played Susan so long ago is reprising her role.
And the Doctor finally learns that the Earth was destroyed on the 24th of May 2025, which is the reason why he can't take Belinda back to that time.
And we finally learn who Mrs. Flood is.
And it makes zero sense. Okay, she's the Rani, a renegade Time Lord we saw a couple of times in the original run of the show. She was very memorable and popular, and it'll be fun to see her back, but she never broke the fourth wall then, so what was all that about?
Breaking the fourth wall really put me off her, and in many ways, and perhaps because of that big post-credit reveal wasn't as impactful as maybe it should have been.
You mean like how we discovered Professor Yolo was in fact the master in disguise in Tennant's Utopia?
That was an amazing reveal, which was hinted at through Tennant's second year and done so much better than here.
Plus, we get another bi-generation. An event that was stated as mythical when it happened to the Doctor, and now feels commonplace.
They should be awe, wonder, and amazement at a stack of clever reveals. But I don't get it here.
You obviously didn't take into account the mavity of the situation.
And I certainly thought we'd moved on from that. Calling gravity mavity was fun at first, but shouldn't the Doctor have fixed that by now?
Worse than the Mrs. Flood cameos?
Well, at least mavity makes more sense. Okay, so the main event was enjoyable, but also felt empty. There were far too many similarities to Eccleston's finale, which also took place on a space station, was about media broadcasts, and featured current celebrities.
Which are only there to maybe boost the ratings, and will date the episode horribly down the road.
The one I thought could be interesting, because it was so different, was how dark the Doctor was turning when he thought Belinda was dead and the kid was about to kill 3 trillion people. But then again, I don't feel Chuti sold it. Or maybe it's because I've never seen him play a dark character, and I don't know, I don't think it worked in this case. So yeah, a lot of reveals and a lot of setups. This episode will stand or fall on the strength of the finale, so let's hold judgment until then. These were our thoughts on Doctor Who's The Interstellar Song Contest. Do let us know what you think in the comments, and if you like what we do,
and how we do it,
and you feel you'd like to help us out,
please consider joining our Patreon.
As long as you can afford it, of course.
We'll leave a link to it in the description and pinned comment.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again next time.